Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I am your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning at 1 p.m. Now, that's Central Time for you folks who live across the country. You can find us on the radio at iecradio.media. That's in Christ Radio. You can also, and by the way, we're Fox News affiliates. You can also find us on television, channel 182, Charter Communications, Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget the podcast on the newscasters.com and all the social media sites. I just tell Deana all the time, you couldn't get away from us if you tried. That's just the way it goes. And thank you so much for sending emails, especially to Deana Johnson. And so we're going to start this segment out. And so you're with Accounting Complete, and you've been with them a long time.
Yes.
Let's talk about them.
21 and a half years, and it's been a blessed journey for me. I'm so grateful and appreciative for having had the opportunity to be a part of such an awesome professional team. It is really just, it's an experience beyond anything that I could have ever imagined. I never could have thought of myself of doing anything like this after spending 25 years in the steel industry. But God blessed me and showed me favor with Mr. David Chappell. And he made me his marketing director. And so it's just really been an awesome journey. I'm grateful for everything that we've experienced from, growing. I think we were a team of 6 people when I came aboard, and now we're almost 20. And so we have 2 locations, one here in Gadsden and one in Hoover, Alabama. And it's just been magnificent to see how this firm has evolved and to be a part of that. One thing I have come to understand, it is important, it is vitally important with whom we make history in our lives. And so this has just been an awesome journey for me, and I'm grateful beyond measure.
You mentioned the word term team several times, and I'm just going to tell you what I really feel, and your customers feel this is probably why they keep coming back and why they send referrals to you, is there's this team spirit there. Watching football, we're college football freaks. I mean, we love college football, but you can tell the difference between the good teams and the teams that are not doing so well is the team is actually together.
Yes, because unity is so important. When you have the same core values, you have the same mindset, you have the same, I'm going to say objective, which our objective is to bring a spirit of integrity to the service that we provide for our clients, but also to make their lives even more enriched by providing these services. And so we do it as it's a team effort. Of course, I'm here on the show, but it's everyone. It's every single little thing that's done by each person that matters. Everything matters. Everything does. And so
it does. Mm-hmm. Everything within the organization and your customers is another thing I know about you guys is customer service is number one.
Thank you. We put forth the effort. We actually do that because we want, those are the results that we want, because if it's not a win-win-win situation, then no one wins. Nobody wins. And so, it's not just about us having clients there so that we can have a paycheck. It's about bringing that service to their lives that causes their businesses to grow, work with them as far as whatever their specific needs are. Our accounting managers, our iCloud accounting managers, the CPAs, the bookkeeping specialists, the payroll specialists, all of them, they're in contact with our clients on a monthly basis. I mean, it's not just someone that they reach out to every 6 months or once a year. No, they're in contact with them all the time. So, they're just, it's an endless number of services that we provide for them. And one other thing that just really just makes me so fulfilled about being a part of this team is the fact that there's diversity within this organization. And in August, they sent out like a little questionnaire to each employee, just asking a few things about us and our personality, other things that may not be evident just in our day-to-day work. And they created such a beautiful acknowledgement for me on my birthday. I was blown away. I wasn't expecting. But it was so awesome. And another employee, Dennis Franklin, he had a birthday in September, and so they did a one on him as well. But there's such diversity within our firm, not just within the team, but even in the services, like our retirement planning and wealth management. There's diversity within that
Mhm.
because you've got IRAs and Roth, IRAs. You got 401k. All of these different options. There's just endless options there, and that service is provided as well as the bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, and other
Mhm.
things. Yes.
Let me ask you a question because I know money is tight with companies right now. We've had kind of a strange economy, and
Mhm.
it's just kind of, some people would say it's good, and maybe for some people it is, but for most folks who are out there, they say, well, groceries have went up. I mean, a lot of inflation has really hit us all. But by using your firm, a company can actually save expenses. So, in other words, you can actually hire your firm, which is not going to be very much at all, but hiring your firm would, and you could hire actually less people by using your firm.
Yes, absolutely. There are companies that, and a lot of it depends upon their particular structure and what their need is. But sometimes
Mhm.
they'll have like an in-house bookkeeper, but they don't necessarily need an in-house CPA. Um,
Uh-huh.
so what we do, we work in conjunction with their in-house bookkeeper so that we provide the additional services beyond what the daily, duties are for the bookkeeper. But we work in conjunction with them. So every area of the financial need of the business is covered and they're in compliance. We make sure that our clients are in compliance. We just make sure that they're serviced well so that they can lay down at night and have peace of mind, not wondering, well, is the IRS going to come calling on me? Is
Mhm.
this out of line? We provide everything from the detailed general ledger, to their payroll register, the bank reconciliation, everything. We do everything for them. Absolutely. It is an awesome service. And, I can't say it enough. It's just awesome. It's just awesome.
Anytime you receive a letter and you are in business, you receive a letter and it has a hint of the IRS, you start panicking. So I thought of you the other day. So something came through the mail and it looked as if it was a scam, but it looked as if it were from the IRS. I mean, it really did. And
Mhm.
I was like, oh no, I know we've got everything up to par. I know everything is okay. And then I opened the letter and I said, oh, this is somebody trying to sell me something. But we
Yes.
have to be careful of those things because
Yes.
scams can happen. But my point is by using your service,
Mhm.
by using Accounting Complete, even if you do get a letter from the IRS, you don't have to panic.
Exactly. All they have to do is just call us and say, hey, I got this letter. We say, okay, scan it to us or whatever, or, drop it in the mail. We send them a postage paid envelope. If they need to mail us anything, they don't even have to pay for postage. We take care. Is that not awesome? We
That's
take
pretty awesome.
And so, then we just take it from there. And if the few times over the years that we have had clients that have been audited, they never, they didn't even have to show up. They didn't even have to show up, Donna. We took care of everything, and everything was well. There was, everything turned out good, and they were, at ease again. Absolutely. And so it's just there's there's so much value to put with knowing that you have your business, that someone is taking care of your business matters for you so that you can focus on what you do best. If a client is a plumber, he really doesn't need to have to worry, and I'm saying he or she really don't have to worry. They don't have to, they shouldn't have to worry about the accounting end of their business. They just need to worry about what they do, what they're providing for their customers, and then we take care of the rest of it.
You're
Yes.
right. I mean, back in the 1980s, when I was a young business owner, I had my first business. It was around 1986.
Hmm.
And so I had a letter came in from the IRS. They were going to audit me. I
Okay.
was freaking. And good thing I kept good records. And also, I was very polite to the person who was auditing me. I
Hmm.
don't even know that they even looked at anything. So here's what happened. I go to his, was living in Anniston, Alabama at that time, in
Hmm.
my hometown. And so I had my folders, I had everything. This is back before even hanging folders were popular. So I had everything and brought it to I was saying yes, sir, to everything he said. No, sir, yes, sir. I was very polite. And so, but anyway, I put everything on his desk, and I even pointed out to him what the folders were and what was inside of each folder, receipts and everything. So then he calls me in a couple of days and says, come by and pick up your things. So I came by and I was freaking still. I was like, because I heard you watch movies about, being audited and they're taking your house and all that. Mm-hmm. It was nothing like that. But anyway, it was still a scary thing, And so, but anyway, I walked in and he said, okay, you can pick up your folders. And I said, am I okay? He said, yes, you were very polite. You had everything in order. Everything was, but it really didn't look like it even been touched. But anyway, and I wondered if he even looked at it. And I said, so I'm okay with you. I don't owe you any money. And he said, no. And I was walking, and I said, well, thank you, sir. But I was about to walk out, and he said, but I will tell you something that I can do. Mm-hmm. Somebody who doesn't have everything in order and they throw it on my desk, I will nitpick. He told me that. Okay. But my whole point is you guys handle all of that. So if somebody's being audited, I don't even have to worry about it. You're going to handle it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that is one of the things that that was implemented, from the beginning with this service, so that our clients could have the peace of mind that they deserve, because, they work hard. You all are out there, you're doing what you do. And then we're your back office support. We're the ones who keep everything, balanced and make sure that everything is being done. And we interact, with our clients, so that if we see something, we have what we call the red flag guardian service. And that's where we're watching for things that might be draw a red flag to the IRS. And we address those issues and help them to, make sure that these things are in order, so that they can just work and they can grow and they can see increase, and that's what it's all about. It's not just about us growing, but it's about our clients growing and increasing as well.
Absolutely. Let's cut to a commercial break. Can you believe half the show is already gone? So let's go ahead and cut to a commercial break. And we got a picture we want to show everybody when we come back.
Absolutely.
So we'll be right back in just a minute, folks. You hang tight. More interesting stuff from Deana. Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Jeff McCurdy of the McCurdy Law Firm has been a public service of this area for over 10 years. McCurdy, a member of the Henniger City Council, serves as prosecutor for the town of Sylvania and was named public defender for the city of Rainsville. The McCurdy Law Firm is located at 17326 Alabama Highway 75 in Henniger to better represent his Jackson and DeKalb County clients. If you need to be represented by a true public servant with proven success, call Jeff at 256-996-8701 or send a private email to mccurdylawfirm@gmail.com. No representation is made that the legal services performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers.
You ask and we listen. We're finally bringing the most requested offer ever. Get the queen size premium MyPillow, now only $19.98. MyPillow is made with patented adjustable fill. It adjusts to your exact individual needs regardless of your sleep position. It helps keep your neck aligned and holds its shape all night long so you get the best sleep of your life. But that's not all. Get our 6-piece kitchen or bath towel sets only $25. Our brand new mattress topper as low as $69.98. Get our famous MyPillow bed sheets for as low as $25 and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get huge discounts on all MyPillow products, including the premium queen-size MyPillow, only $19.98. That's the lowest price ever. Don't delay, order today. From all of us here at MyPillow, thanks America!
We're back with Deana. Thank you so much for being on the show with us. My name is Donna, and I am your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters, and we want to give you the truth. And I'm just going to tell you, Accounting Complete's got it going on. Now, you sent me a picture, and before I put it out there, what's this about?
Well, last Wednesday, the 16th of October, was National Bosses Day. And we wanted to acknowledge our boss and, our bosses. That's the president and the founder. That's Mr. David Chappell. And then Susan Style, she's our managing CPA. And we definitely wanted to acknowledge them because, Donna, they are some of the most wonderful people in the world to work for. I can't imagine being anywhere else. And I pray that I never have to be. But I hope they'll continue to be pleased with my work. But they are absolutely the best bosses in the world. And, they're people of integrity, they're people of compassion, they're people of patience, and they're intelligent and they're intellectual and all of those wonderful things. But they bring a spirit of family, that spirit of unity that you were talking about. They bring that to the table for us. So it's hard not to embrace that when that is what you see in your leaders. And leadership actually promotes leadership. And so they are excellent leaders, and we're thankful and grateful for them. And we just want to say, David and Susan, thank you so much for being the awesome bosses that you are. We love you dearly.
Well, I know they treasure you. So let's talk a little bit about what your role is there at Accounting Complete.
Okay, I am in the sales and marketing department. So I am a business development director. And in that, what I do, Donna, is reach out to business owners. And because we have multi-locations, I can reach out to business owners in a broader perimeter, like from North Alabama to Central Alabama, and even some parts below that, over into Georgia and Tennessee. Just reaching out to business owners and just see if they have a need. Because sometimes I spoke with a woman and her husband last week, And she said, well, our CPA passed away last December, and we had no idea where to look for anyone else. We didn't know which way to turn. We haven't even have our taxes taken care of this year because we didn't know what to do. And she said, I'm so glad that you called. And I said, well, I'm glad that I called too. And so, we were able to speak with them and see what their need is. And now we can just move on and they can have peace of mind. Again, it's about giving people the peace that they deserve. And so when I reach out to owners, that is what I'm doing. I'm letting them know that we are here, we're available, and if they have a need, that we can meet that need so that it is a win-win-win situation that we can move forward with them. So that's what that's.
Well, anybody who owns a business right now, and especially with today's climate, and running a business, it changed when COVID hit the year 2020, and the way people actually run their business. And let's just use a restaurant for an example here, because restaurants, I'm going to tell you, they got a lot going on them. They have, it depends on who the president becomes after this election.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be quite a break there for servers if with the new laws Trump would promise out there for people as well. But let's talk about the busyness of a restaurant owner. And I love to cook, and I mean I like cooking for my family and friends. And several people have said, Donna, and this is years, several people have said, Donna, you need to own a restaurant. And I'm like, no way, because I know what's involved. You wear so many different hats. You don't need to be doing your own books. You don't have time for that. That's why they need to call you.
Exactly. And not only that, but the payroll. The payroll is a different structure from just say if a person works with an HVAC company and they clock in at 7 a.m. and then they clock out, at 12 for lunch, and then they clock back in at 1 for lunch and they clock out at 5 for the end of the day. But with servers, in your restaurant business, their time is structured differently. Yeah. And so sometimes when the pace is slow, different restaurants, they require their servers, if they're not busy, they require them to clock out until there's work for them to do. And even though they're still on the premises, but they're not, that time is not being paid. So it's just different. And of course, every industry has its own, unique, specific things that needs are there. But especially when it comes to the payroll in the industry of a restaurant industry, it is unbelievable. The little intricate details that a person has to be knowledge of in order to provide excellent payroll service for that restaurant owner. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so a lot of folks really only think about using you, when taxes are done, but really your services are available all year round. So there's no guesswork when you get your taxes done.
Absolutely. And we are not, because we are a full CPA service, we are not a tax service. We're not a tax office that just provide year-end services. For business, we don't do that. We provide total accounting services, everything again from the bookkeeping all the way to the retirement planning, whatever it is that they want and need. Now, some business owners prefer to do their own payroll in-house, or they have a separate payroll service that they're comfortable with, and that's fine. And then we do the accounting. Some of them prefer to do some of the bookkeeping in-house, but they want to outsource the payroll to us. So, we can customize it for them like that. We don't customize it just doing year-end tax returns. We don't do that, because if we did that only, we would not be in a position on a monthly basis to provide them with business guidance, tax planning, tax preparation, all of these type of things that we provide for them. Wouldn't have the intimate relationships with them that we have if we only saw them once a year. So that wouldn't be within our structure. That it wouldn't be conducive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally get that. And I mean, and again, each business is different. So now when a new client comes in, is there a particular list of questions that are asked for them? You don't have to give me all the questions, but I'm sure that's how you cater each business.
Absolutely. When I speak with a prospective client, I ask them certain questions about their business and what is going on with them, so that I can convey that to Corey. It's Corey Patapoulis. He's our vice president, and he is the young gentleman that speaks with them to see, he assess their need, see what their need is. He gives them an exact quote in writing. It's going to be the same thing every month. And then, he, move forward with them if they want to become a client. Then he sets everything up, and then he assigns that account to a specific CPA. Because again, we have multi-locations, so we have CPAs who are fluent more so in some things than others, and they work well with maybe particular industries where maybe it's a florist or maybe it's a dental clinic or whatever, and so he'll assign them with the CPA that they will interact with well, and get everything set up. But there are like probably 20 questions that he asks, and that's so that we know exactly what is going on with that business, what their need is, and we address those needs, see how we can bring something to the table of quality for them. Absolutely.
Can you help businesses nationwide, or are you limited as far as you can go?
We probably could. For the most part, we try to stay within a certain perimeter, but we do have clients, like you were talking earlier about the restaurant industry. We have some restaurant owners here in Gadsden, but they also have a restaurant location like in Huntsville. They have one in Georgia, or a couple of them have two in Georgia, and one in Tennessee. And then, of course, we have other clients who may have rental properties that they have, like a condo that they, use for rental properties in Florida and other things. So we have, it's a little broader, but as far as like right now, we're not necessarily reaching out to service businesses like in Texas or California.
But you're nationwide with this show right here, so who knows what's going to come out of it. So I'm pretty sure you guys could handle it.
I'm tickled about it, and so happy for you, Donna, because you and Mr. Field, you bring such an awesome service to the communities, and so with this show, when you told me that your show had gone international, I was excited for you.
We're just tickled.
But especially for you and Mr. Field, we're happy about it for you.
Well, we have great clients, and you're one of them.
Well,
so let's talk about this. We've got a little bit less than a minute and a half left in this segment. How can folks get in contact with you?
Okay, if you want to reach us at our Gadsden location, we're Accounting Complete at 309 South 5th Street, Gadsden, Alabama, 35901. And the number is 256-546-9122. And my extension is 310. If you'd like to reach us in Hoover, Alabama, at Accounting Complete, then the number is 205-978-8858, extension 310 if you're looking for Deana, but the address is 137 Business Center Drive, Hoover, Alabama, 35244. We look forward to hearing from you.
Well, you know something, we're glad to have you in the community, and thank you guys for everything you do, and also thank you for your total outreach into the community. And that says a lot about a company when they have outreach and they want to help folks. But thank you so much for that as well.
We've been doing more. And I do have something about the Mary Kay company, the Mary Kay breast cancer thing that's coming up in Accounting Complete. They're always my biggest supporters. So Friday the 1st, not this coming Friday, but next Friday, we'll be making a presentation there at the Gadsden Regional Cancer Center. And I'm just grateful to Accounting Complete for their support.
That sounds great. Well, that's the end of the show. Man, time flies when you're on the show, Deana. Absolutely, it does. But thank you so much for being with us. And thank you guys so much for watching. You're the reason we do this. Continue sending those emails, by the way. Send those to Deana at Deana'sEdge.com. We'll see you a little bit later. And Deana's going to be back, and she'll be talking about that upcoming event. So everybody hang in there. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.